Dear Honorable Chair, dear Honorable colleagues, I will cover the human rights segment just from another angle. When we speak about hybrid threats and foreign malign influence as of today's topic, we often imagine cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and political interference. But hybrid threats also take quieter forms through environmental harm, opaque cross-border practices, and the erosion of trust in public institutions. I rise today to speak about a part of Europe that is often quiet, rural, and proud. A land of rivers, forests, farming communities, and deep historical dignity. I speak of Lika in Croatia. For years, this region has carried the burden it did not choose. Dangerous waste crossed borders, arriving often at night from European Union cities, ending up near rivers, fields, and villages. Communities were left uninformed, institutions reacted too late, trust was broken. Across Europe, hazardous waste does not disappear, it moves. Too often it moves from powerful European economies to quieter regions with weaker oversight. And now once again, people are being asked to trust. This time when complex industrial and chemical processes are planned in the same vulnerable space. Let me be clear here. This is not a speech against development. This is a speech for human dignity, human rights, transparency, and the rule of law. Europe speaks proudly of the Green Deal. Europe defines lithium and battery materials as strategic resources. Europe tightens rules on plastic waste, electronic waste, and hazardous materials, precisely because they threaten health, water, and long-term security. But green transition that moves environmental risk from powerful European urban centers to quiet rural regions is not green. And a strategic transition that forgets the people on the ground, it's not strategic. In Lika, people live beside rivers that do not forgive such mistakes. They cultivate soil that feeds families. They raise children who will live with the consequences long after political mandates end and who deserve the same protections as any child in Europe. Human rights are not abstract principles. They are lived realities. The right to health, to safe water and information, and the right of communities to know what happens where they live. These are humanitarian issues, human rights issues, and ultimately security issues. Lika and ultimately Croatia is not asking for a privilege here. Lika, ultimately Croatia, is asking for the same standards that Europe promises everywhere. Human rights, full transparency, honest assessments, clear accountability, and decisions that put people first, not last. Thank you very much.